How long should your antibiotic suspensions last before you discard? Hi, welcome guys. It's Dr. Best, your favorite pharmacist, and I'm going to explain to you how to make use of your antibiotic suspensions. Now, first of all, when you get your antibiotics, you are expected to mix to a particular value, which is the volume of the container. Like this container is 100 ml, you're expected to mix with up to 100 ml, and they always put a mark where you're going to mix with. Now, the first problem that comes in is that when people mix, in the instruction they'll ask you to mix with boiled then cooled water. Some people used to mix with hot water.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Now, first of all, any medication that you are giving, the condition of that medication matters a lot. So by the time you mix with hot water, you have killed that drug already. It's not going to work again as it's supposed to. So the reason why they ask you to mix with a boiled and then cooled water is because they want to make sure that the water that you are using to mix is not contaminated. So it's not hot water they're asking you to mix with. Make sure that you are mixing with a distilled water. What matters is that the water you are mixing with is clean. That's the most important thing. Now, the second question is, after mixing, how long is it going to last? Some people, after mixing medications, they give it, they leave the response, and they'll say, oh, I'll use it to treat next time. No, antibiotics suspensions are not like that. The reason why they are not mixed into syrups is because after mixing with water, they have a duration of days that they can last, that you can use them before they become inactive. Because on daily basis, immediately you start mix with water, they start degrading. So at the end of the day, if you keep it for too long, you might just be giving an empty powder without any drugs constituent, because it must have degraded, and most times it must have become harmful to you. Now, majorly they tell you to use and discard after 7 days, but let me explain what that means. After mixing the medication, just like I told you, it has a duration that is going to last. Now, in the condition, they ask you to keep it in a fridge to make sure that it's on a cool condition, because they expect you to keep it in a cool, dry place. Now, a lot of people in our environments, some do not even have fridge at home, and some of us, light is not always there because you have to keep it in a working environment. Now, first of all, if you have a fridge, make sure you're putting it not in a freezer where it's going to block, because once it gets blocked, the temperature goes down, and at the end of the day, that will encourage the growth of bacteria in the drug, so the medication becomes harmful. So you need to put it in a refrigerator, not a freezer, just to ensure that it is cool, to maintain the temperature of the drug. Like this particular one here, they ask you to store below 25 degrees Celsius. So anything that is above 25 degrees Celsius means that you are killing the drug. So make sure that you are keeping it in a working fridge. Now, in a situation whereby you do not have a fridge, look for an environment that is cold. Probably anywhere that you feel is cold, you can put it in a little block to keep it cool. But if you cannot maintain this temperature condition, it means that the drug can no longer last for 7 days. So what do? Just give for like up to 3-4 days, discard and buy another one, because by the time you keep it at a temperature above the required temperature, and because they told you that you are going to use it for 7 days and you still maintain the 7 days, you might be given a drug that does not have any drug inside again, that is just powder. I hope this was helpful. It's Dr. Best. See you in my next video. It's our video series on answers to frequently most asked questions in the use of medications. Thank you, and God bless you.